Hello, this is Ed Cardinal with the Cardinal Way for Men Live, and I just realized last couple of days it's been a while since I've done a live regarding a holistic health practice, and what I decided to do was discuss and educate you about one that I actually recently used and have been using in my own life for about 20 years now. A couple of weeks ago, I did my spring 5-day cleansing fast. And during that time, I usually incorporate some also other complementary holistic practices to help me along that cleanse. And one of them is something called colon hydrotherapy or a colonic, and the second one is skin brushing or dry skin brushing, they call it. So the colon absorbs water and nutrients from the food that we eat. So it comes through the stomach, small intestines, and in the colon processes those contents, creates vitamins like vitamin K and biotin, and then neutralizes those contents so then it can be removed, that waste can be removed from the body. I find in particular in our culture, many people are constipated. You should be having at least 3 bowel movements a day, generally right after you eat. And I know that's not the case with many people. I know for me, I'm about 2, very occasionally 3. So I could be doing better with that. And I think the reason for that and is a couple different reasons. One is our stress levels are very high, and that will uh, impact the amount of bowel movements we have. Also, we sit a lot. That's the other thing. We need to be moving our body, get things moving down there. And then also another would be hydration. Many people are dehydrated, and that will also slow that process down. And as you can imagine, if that process and we're not eliminating those wastes and toxins, it's going to build up and our bodies are going to be toxic. So that's why I like to do seasonal cleanses. I do one in the fall and in the spring. And then this colon hydrotherapy or a colonic is another way to, it's like a internal bath. So how it works is there's a tube inserted into the rectum, and warm filtered water is introduced into the colon slowly. So it empties to the level that I'm comfortable with and then released. And you want to work with a certified hydrocolon therapist. And as the therapist is introducing water and then releasing it, so it's ebbs and flows, and as it each time it goes a little bit farther into the colon and then flushes. And this is repeated for me when I went 2 weeks ago, probably 5 to 7 times repetitively, just removing any of the toxins and built up waste products. And then also, I like to do it during a cleanse because I think they seem to be more beneficial and on a deeper level. Um, I'll never forget this. I received my first, I was actually living in Florida at the time in 2003, and you can actually watch through a little glass tube what comes out as it's being flushed. And I noticed these little like strands that look like spaghetti, and the therapist asked me if I was from the New England area, and I said, "Yeah, how do you know?" He goes, "I can always tell when someone's been eating a lot of raw, like clams and oysters. They were tapeworms." And uh, it was a little strange, but knowing that stuff was leaving my body uh, made me feel good about what I was doing. So I've been doing these for about, as I said, 20 years, and I like to do them at least once or twice a year. Some of the benefits that I receive, not only is it removing the toxins and the hardened waste, but for me, I feel energized, and at the same time, I feel very clear. My thoughts are very clear headed. Now, this practice has been around for thousands of years. Ancient civilizations introduced this, and it's been practiced ever since. Now, now, skin brushing or dry skin brushing is another ancient practice. It's Ayurvedic in its foundations. And I also like to do this during my cleanses, but I also do this a couple of times during the week. It's good to do it before you get into the shower, and I'm going to show you. So you want to use something with natural fiber brush, long handle, and you start at your feet and legs, long, easy strokes. And what it does is it not only exfoliates the skin, but it stimulates and moves the lymph, which is part of the immune system. So it's also going to help remove toxins from the body. Start at the legs first, then the torso, and you're working your way from the floor. The strokes are from the floor and up towards the heart. So you do the front, the back, and that's why you have the long handle, you reach behind. And then lastly, it's the arms to the armpits. It's the highest concentration of lymph nodes is in the groin area and in the armpits. So again, this helps remove toxins, stimulates the lymphatic system, and exfoliates the skin. Another benefit of going back to colon hydrotherapy is that it improves skin conditions. And for me, it's another one. Seasonally, I can get eczema. And my eczema, since I did my cleanse and my colon hydrotherapy, has definitely improved. Also helps get you back on a good cycle of bowel movement, so it helps with constipation. So that's it for colon hydrotherapy and dry skin brushing, something that I feel if you introduce it into your routine, into your self-care, you'll really definitely notice improvements in the areas that I discussed. And skin brushing only takes about 5 minutes, and again, make sure that when you do seek out a colon hydrotherapist that the person is certified. Hope this was helpful. If it was, please drop the word colon below in the comments. And until you see me again, be well. Take care. Bye-bye.